Thank you. I love that I didn't have to call for the applause. Indeed, this is Lagos. And we do know that Lagos is Africa's most consequential city. But behind all of that ambition, the infrastructure, the push, its transformation agenda stands one man who has made it his personal ambition to make Lagos investor ready. On that note, I have the special honor of inviting on stage our host today, the Governor of the Center of Excellence and the State of Aquatic Splendor, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Keep the applause legacy. Give it some cheer as I now hand over to Mr. Governor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that I have space for our investors and all of our friends to have time to see what we're building in the city and in the state. Mr. Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, we're truly, truly honored to have you here grace this occasion. It means a whole lot to us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. My brother governors, the governor of Plateau, the governor of Nasarawa, the governor of Abia, thank you very much. The deputy governor of Enugu and the deputy governor of Akwa Ibom, thank you very much. To my darling wife, thank you very much for your support. To the coordinating minister of the economy and the minister of finance, thank you very much. Thank you, Minister for Aviation. To my new friend and brother, the chairman of the Commonwealth Enterprise Investment, Lord Mallard, thank you very much. To our great sister, our pride of Africa, to Commonwealth, our Honorable Shelley Bothway, thank you very much, madam. And to my brother, who is his 7th visit before the end of the year, Mele, you will do 15 because they will still have a lot to do. Thank you very much for the great work you are doing at the African Continental Free Trade Area. And to all of our guests, to all of my friends that have come from various countries, we're indeed very happy. To our political fathers that are here, Baba Lucy, I see you, I see all of our party supporters, but it's really about our visitors, people that are coming to Lagos for the first time, that have taken this risk. We want to say we're truly, truly happy that you've made out the time. To the youth and to the future of Lagos, of Nigeria, thank you for the impact of today's event. And so I want to welcome you again to Lagos, to our Invest 3.0, which is our flagship international investment forum. It's conveyed this one in partnership with the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council. We've come a long way, and with an humble beginning in 2024 at its inaugural edition, Invest Lagos, investment opportunity. We've seen last year's around scaling action, bold solutions towards making Lagos a truly 21st century economy. Now at the 3rd edition, Lagos, the business gateway to Africa. We're both situating Lagos on a continental and global landscape and affirming our belief in its uniqueness of where it stands as a primary gateway to continents that has been described as the world's fastest growing frontier and home to the 21st century workforce. We're announcing to the world that if you want to reach Africa and benefit from its boundless market and economic potential, then Lagos certainly offers the most viable and appealing route. If you want to unlock the potential of the African Continental Free Trade Area, the world's largest free trade area by number of participating countries and home to over 1.4 billion people and a combined GDP of over 3 trillion, then Lagos presents that opening door corridor. If we are the most attractive jewel in that free trade area and is the largest and most popular subnational economy with over 25 million people getting a GDP that is inching closer to 300 billion, we've seen parity internationally generated revenue. We've seen our growth year in year of about 20%. Our GDP is growing at about 5%, which we believe are certainly above the World Bank threshold. We see a city that have the honor of governing, that I have the honor of governing for the past 7 years, which is supported by a very brilliant and energetic team. Every day across our over 2,567 days that we've been around, we believe that we have walked, we've been driven by vision, by ambition. We've set out to leave things better than we met them. We've been guided and we've been inspired by our teams and our Teams Plus agenda. We have ensured that no part of the city landscape has been left untouched. In fact, our year's budget is a budget of shared prosperity. We have completed and we've added several high-impact infrastructure in waterways, transportation, in road infrastructure. We have handed over 2 rail projects, the Blue Line, the Red Line. We're ushering with the federal government the third rail, which is the Green Line. We're truly excited with what Lagos is becoming. And like Madam Botley said, just close your eyes and imagine by 2050, when you see a Lagos that is the human-centric capital of the world, where a Microsoft can come and take over 500,000 young, dynamic engineers, where NVIDIA and all of the tech ecosystem cannot think without dreaming of where their human resource will come out from, apart from Lagos. That's the vision I will see. Not just infrastructure, but human capital, capacity of the young, dynamic, smart minds that we're building. We've seen a Lekki deep sea port in which Lagos holds an equity stake, now operational, and is also going to a phase 2, because within 5 years, it has actually reached the capacity of its phase 1 already. Our investment in agriculture, including our Lagos Central Food Systems, is the largest food logistics park in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. It's because we see food system as another national security, and we're taking it very boldly. We see a private sector that is thriving in Lagos, fueled by a pro-business policy and a regulatory environment. The Dangote Petrochemical Refinery, the largest single-train refinery, and Mr. Aliko Dangote is already even scaling it. He's already pushing the numbers and is adding additional investment into that refinery. And so Lagos is now home to not fewer than 6 submarine cables. We're truly excited with what we're seeing in the technology space. Just 2 weeks ago, we commissioned one of a large hyperscale data center here in Lagos. We have nurtured technology unicorns like the Florida Waves, the Money Point, and Della into Switch. We're redrawing the architecture of Africa's commerce and its capacity. But our story is not just one that we want to flaunt. We are very proud on the progress we're making on our Lagos International Financial Center, LIFC, which will be the clearest articulation in recent history of Lagos' ambition to be a global financial gateway. The LIFC will be a purpose-built financial district to complete with regulatory architecture, infrastructure quality, and institutional credibility to serve as a nexus of capital inflow between Africa and the world. I must commend and thank the support of the federal government and the federal institutions that are working with us to come to the reality of the LIFC. The world is paying serious attention to Lagos. In 2025, we became the first African city to host the E1 World Championship, which was an all-electric motorboat racing series. We also secured the hosting rights, like AfroExim said, the Creative Africa Nexus, the CANEX 2026 event will be coming up in November 3rd to 5th. We'll also be hosting the Inter-Africa Trade Fair in November next year, 2027, which is Africa's premier annual trade and investment gathering. To our development finance partners, we've seen investment coming from the British International Investment. We've seen investment from African Finance Corporation, from the AfroExim Bank, and all other multilateral institutions. You are all represented in this room. I say with all of the seriousness that we value the role that patent capital and structured co-financing continue to play. We're seeing a de-risking of transactions, and we're creating a condition for commercial capital to continue to flow. It's not just a chance that just recently again, one of our foremost rating agency said that Lagos is the most forward-looking subnational government. Of course, after being the first by the ease of doing business, we'll continue to ensure that we create the space for us to be globally competitive and to ensure that we can continue to remain relevant. Let me especially acknowledge the Commonwealth, which today is represented by the Secretary General, Madam Bochwe, and the Commonwealth Investment Council, Lord Mallard. What we're seeing is a connection, that you've brought over 200 international investors as real partners towards this conference. Samantha, thank you very much for the role you have played to bring us to where we are. Lagos want to claim full responsibility within the Commonwealth ecosystem. Thank you very much, Samantha. Nobody had actually mentioned that. People didn't know that all the great work that you've put. I think it's important at this point for me to thank the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the President of our country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was the architect 2 decades ago. And I'm humbled that I was privileged to have served my first public assignment with him about 24 years ago now. Please, with a round of sounding applause, please let's give my father, my leader, Mr. President, a big round of applause for the solid foundation upon which a new Lagos is being assembled. And today, the architect of a new Lagos architect of a new Nigeria that is rapidly assuming its place within the community of nations. President Bola Tinubu's commitment to Nigeria's subnational government has been invaluable. A lot of my colleagues that are going to come up right here now will attest to that. And I want to acknowledge the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum and governor of Imo State. Please give a big round welcome to Governor Hope Uzodimma, who will also be joining us on the stage very soon. And to all my brother governors, for coming to grace what we believe we're all making a bigger nation for our country. And all the reforms that Mr. President is leading. And we've seen and we know that all of the encouragements coming from the federal government, we're all committed to ensuring that we do better results and outcomes. Lagos stands ready to collaborate and to partner with other state governments. The federal government, our development partners, the civil society, and the media. While there is plenty of room for healthy competition, we're also keen to stress the dividend of bold cooperation. An important note as I close is that this summit is structured around outcomes. The deal rooms of this 3rd edition have been well curated to function as engines of the summit. We believe that we'll be running in parallel with our plenary sessions, and the pavilions will be open over the next 2 days. This, we believe, will bring together an invitation-only basis. It will create a development for our financial institutions. It will give our export credit agencies a chance to listen to the subnationals that are here. We believe that it will also present opportunity for project sponsors. It will create transaction advisors. All of you are here, capital market experts, investment bankers, and all of our lawyers and legal institutions. They are all here. We believe that there are a lot of opportunity in infrastructure, in aviation, in marine logistics, in industrial zone, in gas, in energy, in renewables, healthcare, digital infrastructure, and large-scale urban development. So there is something for everybody. And so we must all stay back and be part of it. On the 3rd day, we'll also have the opportunity of driving you around Lagos and to see and feel the cultural importance and what the city is truly becoming. I believe the singular goal is to spotlight and to mobilize financing for the most consequential investment decisions across public and private sector that Nigeria truly deserves. Very importantly, this summit will carefully track every deal room commitment, through to financial close with a clear commitment and an unwavering eye on execution. I think it's the Madam Secretary General that says that there's nothing other than to take these commitments to execution. We will judge success not by the powerful speeches we made here or by the impressive turnouts or even the headlines commitments, which we have no doubt will be remarkable, but by the concrete investment that will create jobs, that will transform life, and that will take the opportunity to each of our communities in Lagos and in other subnationals and beyond. As I close, let me once again thank Mr. Vice President for gracing us with his presence. Let me thank members of the local organizing, my Honorable Commissioner, my Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. I. Boje, I. Imokwere, for all the great works you have all put to this. And I want to thank every delegate from far and near for honoring us with your presence. I invite you, while here, to commit to enjoying the color and the hospitality of Lagos. What you saw earlier today, that's just a little dot. You know, don't be scared at all. That is our mother, Lagos, telling us that they've given us all the permission to go ahead. And where that creativity comes from, there's so many, you know, that we can take to probably just entice you. But we're truly happy with the hospitality that we're presenting in Lagos and what Lagos presents to Africa. I thank you all for your kind attention. God bless the Lagos State Government. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless the Commonwealth and all of our partners. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State, and we want to thank the Governor and his administration for their tireless efforts to show that the policies are serious and that investors must know that your investments will scale. Your projects are ready here for investment in Nigeria's economic powerhouse.